Hello, hello. So here we have it. We have the microphone. I love this. This is coming from my new set. And this is going to be my Patreon. Yes, sorry, my Patreon reading on Rihanna, the one and only Riri. The legend, the superstar. Yeah, this is for her. Rihanna's charts absolutely shows success so strongly, that Aries energy that she's got running through her whole chart. You know, she's an Aries rising, an Aries moon, and a Pisces sun. So she may have that Piscean energy about her. She may have that look of the Pisces. She will have that beauty of a Pisces. But that woman has Aries and strong Capricorn energy. And this is why we're going to pull up her chart and we're going to show you reasons why there's so much success there. Right, first of all, I'm going to start off in some way. You didn't think I was probably going to start off, because I'm not showing it all on here. You can go to my Patreon. So she has this Jupiter cusping, her Jupiter in Mars cusping her 8th and her 9th house. And Jupiter is a partner in your chart. And she was with that billionaire for ages. Sorry, there's an annoying black mark on my screen. Stop me, it's not me, it's not my nose. God, it won't go though. It won't go. Anyway, it won't go. So she was with that billionaire man, and that was in other lands. And also, the 8th house is like rebirth and trauma and things like that, which also sits in with the Chris Brown situation. And I think she was roughly going through her Jupiter return when that happened. And then Jupiter, whatever house it's in, or wherever it's in, it's amplified. And it was amplifying that situation. Like your Jupiter returns happens every 12 years. And I feel like she was around 18, 19, you know, when that happened. I'm pretty sure she was. Yeah, she would have been. So that goes to show you that that's what was going on in her chart of the Jupiter, the man, and I keep saying Jupiter, but I mean Mars, ruled by Sagittarius, and then that bit being a big part of her chart in that sense of the man in the life, the man of, and I know that's a young age, but it's still very prevalent in the chart. This is about, I'm going to do the rest of Rihanna's chart, and the best time I find doing it is when I'm actually doing my hair and makeup, which is good. I'm going to use my iPad for reference, so sorry if I'm messy, but this is my, well, kind of not intermediate, but getting there with it, you know. So Rihanna's chart, like we said, her Mars is her chart ruler, where she's an Aries rising. And I kept saying Jupiter, Mars, I know, and I do apologise. So, yes, I do apologise. I like this little microphone, it's cool. I do apologise for that. And, yeah, we're going to look into this more. We're going to look into this more and see what I was saying about how foreign places were important, because she met that billionaire and they were together for quite a long time. And then she had the trauma with Chris Brown before that. So her loves come from foreign places with the 8th house, but there's also trauma there because it's cusping on it. Rihanna's birth chart. Right, so here we go. And she's, I want to show you this, but I can't really show you. So, her first house, on the ascendant cusp, her Jupiter is in the first house, but it's cusping onto the second house. This is like, I think this is his whole house system, actually. So her Jupiter would actually be into her second house, into the Taurus, because it's right on the end of Aries there, whereas her Aries is above the ascendant, her Aries moon and her Aries Venus, and then her Pisces South Node are all in the 12th house, so she has got a heck of a stellium there in that first house, you see. So the beauty, that's where the beauty comes with the first house. She's got that essence of Aries. Root, come on, root, boy, come on, get it up. You better get it up. That is so Aries, you know. Whatever she does, she has got that Capricorn midheaven as well, with Neptune in there, which makes, you know, how all her music videos were really like, oh, I don't know. To me, they were electrifying and like really couldn't keep your eyes off her. I know it's her being beautiful, but she's got what people of my generation are born in, with that Neptunian in Capricorn, and her Saturn isn't, but her Neptune and Uranus are in the 10th house of career. So when she does business, she means it. But she's got oh God, sorry people. She's got a multiple planet square, so with those heavy cardinal energies of Capricorn and Aries, you're going to see the mixture of those two in the chart. So she's going to give off that Capricorn energy to the world, whereas in her home life, so her IC, which is opposite her MT, is going to be in Cancer. So it's going to be a lot more caring and loving, and we're not going to see that side of her so much, because that's her behind the curtains. And much like she's got the cradle aspect as well, which is in Mars in Sag, Chiron in Gemini, Jupiter in Aries, Sun in Pisces in the 1st degree, because she's born on that 20th, like Kurt Cobain. And then she's got Saturn and Uranus in both in the 0 degree. And then you get 7 shapes of charts, and hers is the bowl shape. She's got a lot on the left hemisphere. And then the fire element is the dominant among the inner planets, and the cardinal element is dominant on those inner planets as well. Aries is a large portion of the inner planet. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some Aries traits that we don't so traditionally talk about with Aries. Aries, I believe, can be very, very stubborn. If they're not going to do it anyone else's way, they will be doing it their way. That's just who they are. They're not like Taurus. If Taurus doesn't want to do something because they feel lazy, and Aries will do it just because of cause of argument, but they won't stay in that space for long. Like a Taurus will hold a grudge for like till the end of time, and Aries is like moved on. And especially the Capricorn might bring out that holding it on for longer, especially like with her career with like music. She hasn't wanted to done that for ages, and there's rumors about her not being able to do it because her voice is being ruined by drugs, supposedly. That's where I've heard multiple times, and that's up to her. She chose the best business to get into, and I believe her and I believe her underwear's the best in the business. But she does also do Fenty makeup, doesn't she? I'm really sorry, guys. I'm just like having a brain fog at the moment of like I'm mixing her up with somebody else right now for a minute. Let me pause this while I just get my thoughts into action. So when I put this onto Patreon, I'm going to put the pictures up of things I'm going to be talking about on here. So the chart pattern, the chart at whole, so Aries rules ahead. Now let's talk about the shape of Rihanna's head. She's got a very large forehead, but it's still very, very, very attractive. She's got that really attractive face. Aries rules like the forehead, and the forehead's large. The eyebrows are small and arched. She's got that sort of like, don't look at me, look, the sort of resting bitch face, which is very Aries, and it's very Aries moon. But because the Pisces charm is in there too, that's what's making it not so aggressive, if you see what I mean. And then the Capricorn obviously gives that boss energy, but because her Venus and her moon are in Aries, that is going to be very prevalent in her life. And also because her Mars is her chart ruler, that Sagittarius, so that fire theme, she finds a man who's got the And she did with ASAP Rocky, I believe. Like, he's got like his Mars in Libra, complete opposite. Eminem did as well, and I think they had a thing. So you're gonna often have that with opposites. Like they say they attract, they do. And sometimes it's good to have squares even in a chart, you know. So it's all that. And what I was saying about the Neptunian videos and how that's in her career, like think of her first few videos. Like, if it's something that you want, then you can bring me your girl, your girl. And the only girl in the world, like the cinematography and the art on that, I just thought was absolutely amazing. And that's all coming out in her Venus with her visuals. Her first house, she's a sun in first house. No, she's, yeah, sorry. Her sun is on the cusp of that first house. So, and also her Venus, so her looks are very like important in this lifetime, which is so true. She always talks about as a goddess, as this, as that, but also her moon is like, what's she thinking, what's she feeling, what's she gonna do next, is she gonna do any music? That's also showing what type of man she got with for ages. And then suddenly she did a Sagittarius move with her Mars in Jupiter. Her Jupiter in Mars in a Jupiter sign, which is Sag. Sorry, I keep getting that mixed up. So she got with A$AP Rocky, and just all of a sudden she was pregnant and got pregnant twice in a row. And the pictures I'm going to put up, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family. He's very gorgeous. They're both a very gorgeous couple. If you want me to do him and put him onto the Patreon list, I will also do that. Wow, so her sun is actually in her 11th house because of where it's starting. I'm noticing she's got a lot of 0 degrees, which is making the chart a lot more difficult for me to... And she's got Mercury in the most aspects out of any planet. So that Mercury with that Aquarian quality to it, and that Mercury is it even in Aquarius as well? Like, no, I think it is Mercury is in Pisces, but I could be wrong. Yeah, she's got a Mercury retrograde. Like a lot of these people, she has most singers have their Mercury in retrograde, and Mercury comes a lot up for comedians and for singers. So yeah, you'll see that a lot with singers and comedians, and a lot of famous people who are in the career of where they use their voice a lot.